Coming up on this episode.
So together, these two should be that thickness.
Aha. I see.
And they're not.
Opal, do you want to come in the boat ride? Come on in. Look at it. It's totally getting washed.
Okay, here we go.
This is the wash cycle.
Yeah.
So today, Ryan is mapping out the deck. So I'm going to come out and help a little bit. He's just brought up his saws.
So we're going to cut these to 193. And you see this here. See how far in that is?
I do.
That needs to come out to this here.
Oh, really?
Because I have to stick one on here like this.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So do we have a board that's going to be that thick?
No, we have to make it.
Okay.
So we're going to take one of these and then cut strips of that 7/8 of an inch. Nail the strips on.
Okay.
Glue it all together. Screw this on over top of that, and then that'll come out, and then we've got something we can attach a ledger board to, and we're going to drive some lag bolts into it.
It looks like that's your hand hanging in the shadow there. I was like, what are you doing? Shadow puppets, but it was just, what is it? What was making that weird shadow?
I don't know. Okay, so we have the unenviable task of measuring these big long boards up and cutting them to 193 inches.
Okay.
192 inches.
192, yeah. What's my part today? What do I do? Cut?
You're going to be holding the end of the board up so that everything is level. And then when I use the table saw to rip to pieces for that, you'll be an integral part of that operation. Okay.
You should just use the saw and not worry about ripping. It's too hard to rip.
Okay. I'll use the saw.
Yeah, just cut it.
Bump.
The first thing to do is cross-cut the board to length using the miter saw. I'll then switch over to the table saw and rip long, thin pieces to build up the backing for the ledger board.
Can you lift that end up for me?
Sure. Okay. It's not quite even against that thing.
You can make it even.
Okay.
Let's go that way.
No, because it's not, it must be the board then. See that, how it's bent?
Home Depot wood.
Home Depot is a great source for many things, but their wood is sometimes warped and bent. If I was making hockey sticks though, this would be perfect.
Can I turn it over this way? Just lift it up, please. Okay, let's carry it over there.
This board's really bad. Do you know that this board would fall if the dog walks across it? Huh?
We're ripping it.
You should just cut it.
Yeah, I know. And this way. There you go. Back your way a bit more. Okay, my way. All right, just like that. We're going to use this now.
Oh, that's a brand new one.
Yeah.
That's a brand new saw. It came with like a stand and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a brand new saw too.
Yeah, but it's got the olden day stand, hey?
Olden day stand, yeah. So this has to be 7/8 of an inch. All right, I want this to be 7/8 of an inch.
So 7/8 of an inch.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
We're ready to rip another board.
Why do you want to rip it? Why don't we use the saw?
This guy's a fast learner. Okay.
All right, let's rip it. You know what I'm gonna do?
No.
I'm gonna get a test board and measure first.
Yeah, good idea. So I'm wearing my new mosquito-proof hat from Wind River at Mark's Work Warehouse. They haven't asked me to make this commercial, but I just thought I'd tell you because it looks as though it's kind of working well for me today with the no mosquito deal.
You ready?
Sure. Let's go.
So together, these two should be that thickness.
Aha. I see.
And they're not. You see that? How it's proud?
Uh-oh. So now what? We're gonna have to really rip them again.
Just the saw, yeah. Check this. Check that. That's 2 and 1/8.
Did you think it was something different?
I thought it was 2 3/8.
Oh.
That's because this one's 2 3/8.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. The whole house has moved?
No, whole house isn't moved. It's just that this is out by 1/8.
An 8 isn't very much, eh?
No. Wow,
More than an 8?
it's out by 1/4 of an inch.
My word. So then what do? I guess you have to saw the board crooked.
That's exactly right. Might be that the board is bent at the end. Let me measure in here.
I saw that. That may be it very much.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It just dives in a bit at the end. So I got to take 1/8 off of this.
Okay. Well, these things happen. We're going to do a little mid-summer check on our Saskatoons just because it was such a disappointment last year. No, man. I feel like Katharine Hepburn right now. But I really like this hat because it's light too. So it's not like it's a dark shade all over. It's still nice and bright and light. But anyways, what we're doing right now is going over to check out Berry Point to see how our Saskatoons are. Okay.
So I'm gonna just run and get the key. I'll be right back.
Okay. See ya.
Okay, Eddie.
Hello. Do you want to get in the boat? Opal? Do you want to come in the boat ride? Come on in. You can do it. You're good with this. Come on. Come on in. Opal is such a good jumper.
Opal is amazing. She can leap like a hart and bounce high into the air. It's quite something to see, actually. The other thing about Opal is that although she's very sweet, she's also very headstrong. No matter what you promise her, if she's not feeling it, she just won't get into the boat.
We're just gonna sit there for now. Oh, you're a little bit tired. We haven't been back to Berry Point for a couple of weeks and we just want to see if the berries are okay. I know that over by the tiny cabin, we had a couple of Saskatoon bushes and we thought they were looking good. And then they literally shriveled up to nothing and the berries are gone. So that all makes sense. The man at the garden center told us that he thought it could happen again this year, what happened last year. So fingers crossed, we're gonna go and check and just see. Hopefully we'll have some. Is that nice and cool? Are you cool in the shade? Aww. Opal! You see someone? Do you see someone? Oh.
You gonna come? You can come for a boat ride? Come in the boat. Come on. Bye.
Once again, Opal's determination to direct the actions of the family have left her perplexed at our audacity. How dare we go boating when she doesn't want to?
We'll be right back. There she goes again. There she goes again. You gonna go to the shore so she can try and go in? That was pretty nice of him. That's pretty nice of him to pick you up. Oh. Oh, are you a lucky dog? This is gonna be hard.
Come on.
Can you do it? Oh, wow, you did it!
Good girl.
You did it! Good girl!
It's a lot easier for you.
I don't know why she thought it was hard to jump off there. We're on a bit of a recovery mission today because Ryan was washing Opal's blanket and hung it to dry on top of the barge, and it flew off because we've had really, really major winds. But guess what? We just found it floating in the water, so that's good news. And now we're just gonna hang it up and Opal's gonna have a nice, warm, dry blanket later on.
That's right.
Now, it's off to Berry Point. But we just wanna rinse it off because it's got some of those sea pods and stuff floating on it from the air. So Ryan's devised up his own little dry cleaners. And we're just gonna take it for a drive. There you go. Bird Islands, wash your duds. Hey, honey?
It's a good way to get your washing done.
Just needed to be rinsed, and it's such a big heavy blanket, there's no real other way to do it. There's a lot of horse flies.
Just gonna tie this up here.
This is the Bird Island Multifunction Big Blanket Washing System. We'll start with the pre-soak, followed by the full-on turbo wash cycle.
Neat, eh?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it floated. I thought it was gonna sink right to the bottom.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Now we're gonna have to hang it up to dry again.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a couple of clamps.
Look at it. It's totally getting washed.
Okay, here we go.
This is the wash cycle.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like that, a washing machine doesn't work that well.
As we motor past Berry Point, we see our 2024 island flag waving proudly.
Isn't that nice?
The blanket needs a little more time in the turbo wash, so we're gonna head out for a little bit.
That's neat, eh? Look at honey.
Well, the blanket is all washed up, so we're now heading into Berry Point to check out the situation with the Saskatoons. You may recall this is the precise location where we first made landfall on Bird Island. Yes, this little beach holds special meaning for us.
Oh, there she goes.
Look at how the ground is all green again. Hey? That flag is held up. Hasn't it?
Yeah, that flag's really held up.
I can't get over how green it is.
Just go take a look here. Will we have Saskatoons this year? There's some. Okay. It looks more hopeful. It looks more hopeful than it did. Look at where you see some of the berries here. Like, look right here, for instance.
There's tons of them, eh?
Look it. Look it.
It's huge.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have a bumper crop. This is what I wait for. This is what I wait for. Honey, all throughout.
Yeah, there's thousands of them.
All throughout.
And there's little roses. This
Yeah.
is really nice.
It is.
This is a great spot for a tent here.
It really is. This is a perfect spot for a tent. This is where our tent was.
Yeah, you know what we should do? Is build a little platform here so we could put up a tent whenever we want to. If we
Yeah, in case someone wants to visit.
Did Opal just do that?
Well, I hope. In a way, I hope so. In a way, I hope not. Pardon me.
Opal, do you not have any class?
Oh, but that was rude. We should bury that.
Bury it at Berry Point.
Yeah, Berry Point. That's why we called it that.
Honey, look. Look. Just everywhere.
There, look at that. Like massive, massive amounts of trees with berries all over them.
Look.
I know, I'm so excited.
Thousands of them.
When Ferris comes, we're gonna pick them.
Aw,
We're gonna pick them.
that's wonderful, honey.
It really is.
I'll make sure that electric motor's on there just in case when you guys go you have trouble starting it.
Remember how I was able to start it the first season? I
Yeah.
haven't really been able to do it again. There's a wild rose.
Our new boat will have a electric start.
Well, hopefully it'll just be a boat that I can get in and just push a button.
Yeah. Careful of a little
Yeah.
doggy mine there. I can't get over how many Saskatoons we have.
Yeah, it's looking promising.
I think I'm gonna limb this. I'm gonna bring the chainsaw and take some of these lower branches out because they're getting in the way of our berries
Oh,
production.
the great. Oh yeah, look at the dead, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could do that with our Saker saw that we got.
Yeah.
We could bring that in. Oh, honey. Okay, now these are actually becoming like something. So let's give that like another, what, 2 weeks? Oh dear. What if they come ripe when we're gone?
You all know how much I love Saskatoons, but did you know that they are a full-blown superfood? They have 6 times the calcium of blueberries, 2 times the manganese. They are loaded with protein, fiber, and iron, high in vitamin C and magnesium, most antioxidants of all common fruits. They're easy to propagate. You can grow them virtually anywhere. Full sun yields the most fruit, and the berries emerge red. You harvest when they're a deep purple.
Now, what is that little flower there? Have to find that out. What about these little flowers?
Last year, our Saskatoon crop was a total bust. It seems a late frost killed the bloom and left all the plants barren. Thankfully, there was no killer frost this spring, so we just might have that bountiful harvest this year. Foraging for wild edibles like this helps round out our food supplies while augmenting our cultivating efforts back over at the homestead.
Check out the laundry situation. turn it over.
It looks nice and clean though.
Sure looks better, eh?
Yeah. A little dirty, dusty before, but it's better now.
Let's see what happens.
Look at how nice and clean. Opal, your night-night quilt is gonna be so nice and clean. There we go. I think she might have just gotten that horsefly. She's sure trying hard. Get off. It's unreal. That horsefly has followed us all the way from the island, in the boat, all the way out, onto Berry Point, and back into the boat. And Opal's snapping away trying to get it. And
Look,
it just
honey.
keeps swirling around. You're pretty proud of that little endeavor, hey?
Yeah.
That's worked out really well.
On our way back to the cabin, we'll put the blanket through one more rinse cycle.
Let's head back. Oh man, what a beautiful day for a wiener roast.
Oh yeah.
Except this horsefly, I could do without. Look at mine, honey. I'm way up here like this, and look how they're cooking.
I know, I just can't reach. Oh, I guess I can. Yeah.
I've just been turning mine incessantly. Yeah, they're just starting to ooze now. That means they're cooked on the inside. Well, these are going to be good.
Oh, these horseflies are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Now, they don't look quite the same after they've sat and cooled, eh? That thing flew right at my nose. Oh, yeah.
In case you are wondering, these are veggie dogs. They're a little smaller than traditional wieners, so I put 2 in a bun. They're healthy and tasty.
This is super good.
Melody and I take Saturdays to disconnect from the internet. This is our day to relax, recharge our batteries, and appreciate the many blessings we have in our lives. We make a point of getting out and enjoying the beauty of nature all around us.
Aren't they good?
Mm-hmm.
I love when they're slow roasted like that, you know?
Yeah.
Round 2.
Living off grid like this is awesome. Think about it. We can have a wiener roast anytime we like. This really is a terrific lifestyle.
This is perfect, this heat.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big fly.
Yeah, and don't tell me that's the same one that's literally stalked us for hours.
You don't spin yours, eh?
A little bit. There's more in the house too.
I think I'll be good with 2 hot dogs.
Look, honey, aren't those nice?
Yeah.
That was good for me. I'm done. We can have a nice freezy, a Mr. Freezy.
Yeah.
Well, let me see.
Oh, honey.
Okay, and that's why we don't quite have as many here on Bird Island this year.
Wow.
How did they die eventually, though?
They get dehydrated.
So what are you going to do with that? Because there's some that are alive.
Well, I'm just going to tip this over and just,
Where are you going to dump them?
I'll just throw these ones out. Yeah. they'll
Really?
leave-
Or should you throw them in the fire? Put them in the fire so that there's no eggs anywhere. I'm just gonna, oh, you can smell them burning. Keratin, hey?
Yeah.
Poof.
says pinch here to remove. Oh, here we go. Ready?
More than thousands?
Yeah. It was like unreal.
Ugh, smells like burnt hair.
I can't believe how many were in there.
No, I can't either. Because you can't really see it from the top like that.
No.
But I also don't think they're just supposed to be sitting on the top in that thing.
I don't think so either. I don't know how they're getting on there. Woo! So many of them, it flames up.
A Viking funeral seems quite fitting for these mosquitoes. Good riddance.
Well, those are the dead mosquitoes. Someone's going to call in a forest fire.
And then I got to get one of those little scent things.
Well, what is that?
I'll show you.
Okay. Okay. So Ryan is just going to be inserting that little added scent, the added attractor, into that bottom there.
Yeah. So, let's get a little pair of needle nose pliers. Be right back.
And what that looks like is, this is a mosquito magnet right here. And we have a couple of replacement nets. And we have something called octanol. And that's right here. And it's a little bit more of an attractant. It's got a special attraction to our region here. And I guess they have different scents for different regions, which I find really interesting. So this actually lures mosquitoes to the trap. And wow, when he just cleaned that out, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, could you? I can't believe it just flamed out like that.
And you can still smell it. It's a horrible smell.
Yeah. Like burnt hair from a hairdryer.
Yeah, exactly.
There
You're
it is.
actually stuck in there as well.
See?
Okay,
So that one's done.
that's a done one.
So we're gonna stick this in here. Okay. And then this is gonna go in here. There.
So that's good to get one of those dealt with. We really have had a ton. There were thousands of mosquitoes.
There was tens of thousands. It was like unreal. Okay, so
And those would have been all over Bird Island. So we interrupted the breeding cycle.
big time.
And we really have not had the same amount of mosquitoes this year.
Sure haven't.
So I say it's a win. I'd like a few more of them around, honestly. They're already going back because they like it. I don't know why, but that's that. All in a day's work.
Yesterday we started on our deck. Today we relaxed, and tomorrow we'll be back in high gear working on the footings for the deck and laying out posts and beams. Should be fun.